my dreams seem so far away. You give me all that I don't fade. I don't wanna go to war. You don't wanna give me peace. I can never leave you alone, even when I'm overseas. If I gotta do a show, you coming with me. Baby girl, you a prime time. I don't care if everybody see. Couple weeks I had to leave, now coming back off road. Tell me you love me, and tell me you love me, and tell me you love me, and don't let me go.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, we kick off the new year with an NFC North matchup, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Here's Cairo Santos now, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Panther 60, Panther 60. Street, go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He was brought down by Carlton Davis. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Looking to throw McCarthy. Oh, he's got him wide open, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
I know some guys, they love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Let's go now.
To the air with McCarthy. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to move that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's 2nd and 10.
Come on. Set. 18 Cardinal. Check. Hurt.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's 4. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete.
That one came up just a little bit short. I'm wondering, is he still a little bit tight as this game starts? What would you say? Maybe he's got to take the governor off of it?
Or maybe the donut off the baseball bat like the guys
I like
in the on-deck circle?
I like that. Yeah, just take that little extra weight off of him and start to play freely.
And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this will remain a scoreless game. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, and other positions.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Chicago. Kenneth Walker, 60 yards. And the Bears are on the board here first in the season opener.
The kicker on.
Now the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good.
That's the score. Bears 7, Vikings nothing. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
On first down, it's Fuller. Room here to run. There he goes, left side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A big play there. 64 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 83 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
Throwing is Williams. Smith and Jigba with the grab. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
What is going on?
Here's Williams. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. And trying to find Jackson Smith and Jigba. And it's third down.
7 yards to go.
Looking to throw is Williams. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Keanu Benton, the one who got in to bury him.
8 yards.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time I look and repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they're both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Go, Reed, go. Ready, ready.
Up the middle they go. 4. And this will be a Vikings first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's a quick throw coming out wide. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
First and 10 at the
0
47
hesitation that
yard
time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Here we go, here we go.
On play action, now McCarthy. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 5. They'll run with a second-round pick from April's drop. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On play action, McCarthy. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Ty Felton, 42 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point on the upline a bit, but he gets it to go. And make this a 6-point game. This one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, They had to punt it away, this time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. Stops short of the 25. But that second effort got him a couple extra. 89 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking at a mid-season form here in the opener. This 2nd and 4. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Devontae Smith, 27 yards. And the Bears have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We got to get it back.
Yeah, a nice game there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd down and 6 now. Throwing is McCarthy. Pressure, and he's taken down. And there's sack. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop it. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by USC. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Oh, great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and then spotted at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Back to Walker on 1st down. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Ken Walker with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they'll get get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's McCarthy. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
But somebody got to do it. Come on, put up on the gas, but somebody got to do it.
Carry here for the big tight end. And he will have a Vikings first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
They'll run on first down. It's Fuller. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 2nd down and 8. He finds his man complete. It's Andrews. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
3rd and 4.
Now McCarthy. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds back near their own 20.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And now an audible here into something else.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down.
To throw, it's Williams. He'll take this off to Scatterbury. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
All defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To the air, Williams. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
To throw, Williams. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now third down and very long.
Let's go.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe on a run. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys are getting along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Called out a punt of 38 yards officially, and control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Off the play fake, it's Williams. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Williams looking to do it himself. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
What is that?
A final shot before break. Williams.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
A gain of 15.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Straight ahead, Walker. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Williams from the gun on third down. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy. And he takes a shot on the release, and this will be incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Dances by at the 20. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
On first down, it's Fuller. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
The Vikings will line up for the 2-point conversion.
McCarthy going to look to throw for it. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Oh, good return up past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
But that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And slow going there as they only get a yard, maybe, up to the 40-yard.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
This one goes underneath to Walker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of him trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
A gain of 22 yards. And the Bears first down.
Back to throw. Williams. They're going back to the same well. It's Hawkinson again. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slows momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8. At the
From the gun, here's Williams. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick. Whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or worse, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it. Because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone. And that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This would be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he uncorks a beauty, best of the day. And that'll hit and go out of bounds, so they'll start just outside their own 40-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Volunteer.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 135 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. His foot out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
What's up?
He'll fake the give. Now Williams. And he's got it. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet from 13 yards out. And the Bears have moved out in front.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive, tough. And that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Fuller. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now this will do the job nicely, as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't he?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. 9 yards on the carry there, and that will be the final play of quarter number 3. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Second down and a yard. On a jet sweep, here's Burden. On this one, they may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Williams.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Here comes the Bears punter now. Standing just outside his own goal line. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Fielded just inside the 20. Good return there, giving it even 20 yards.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
Now that's a type of play gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have the guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
70 Ranger. Go.
2nd and 5. And he whips that one incomplete there.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
The offense on 3rd down, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Well, this pass broken up.
Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're so long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over. Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 180 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Williams looking to do it himself. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Walker will take it in. Touchdown, Bears.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here, because those mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out, and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time, looked well for a solid gain.
And Jefferson's going to have the Vikings first down as he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
And the Vikings first down.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Vikings. Ty Felton. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this game not quite over yet, and we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
And 8 at the 26-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Here's Williams. He'll try and do this himself.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Back to throw. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss. Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
It's now 3rd down and 9.
This one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Gain of 6 yards.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Going for it. Here's McCarthy. Completes this to Jefferson. Down the left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. That catch for his career is number 731, and that's the number that Calvin Johnson ended with when he stopped his career in 2016.
Yeah, what could have been for him. So maybe now what we'll see is someone else continue to elevate their game and put this number well in his rearview mirror. I think 800, not out of line here. You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
They'll come to the line. This is 3rd and 3.
He'll look to throw. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. Send down to kick this one away, and off it goes. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
It's a gain.
Oh, what a play. You got to use one of those timeouts.
For the Bears. First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for Chicago, a win's a win as they eke out the 2-point victory to take the season opener. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
That's the play that saved my fucking ass. I saw him on the linebacker. When I thought he was going to switch stick, he didn't. Saw him on the linebacker. So I know Kenneth Walker was fast, so I put him on the seam route, and I took the wide receiver number 88. I made him go on a crossing path on purpose to give Walker some room. That shit worked. You see a little gap right there, and I saw that. I was like, it floated a little too long, but I said, boy, that was a dot. Boy, that's a dot. God damn, that's a dot. Man, he held on to that bitch too. Woof, boy, that shit saved my ass. Oh yeah, bro. That shit was fucking tight, G. And I don't know what my defense was doing. This was just throwing the open Justin Jefferson. I don't know what my cornerback did. Look what he cheated inside. Look what he did. He just glitched out. I don't know what he was on. I didn't even run commit or nothing. He whiz. What about that other long pass he made to Justin? This one right here? On 4th and 3. Let me see what the cornerback over there doing. Look at these man, this cheating. Look at these corners glitching out. Look at this. Collar going one-on-one. Look at this. Just leave. What the heck is that, bro? Just leave him. Just left him alone, wide open, bro. What is that glitchy nonsense? Get up out of here. Hey, that's why I overcame over, bro. That shit was cheeks. Man, thank God for redemption, because I was about to be pissed. The Real Reeves doing this thing. That's what I'm talking about. Reeves Island was, look at that. Reeves Island, when Reeves Island was on him, he was looking at breaking everything up all over him. Man, tried to hold me, bro. All good though. The final season, week 1, she was intense, so I guess it's gonna be a tough one, my boy. Good shit though, G. Alright, I'm signing off this bitch, man. I gotta go to bed.